Welcome to the Lockdown Economy in the Netherlands, a social non-profit initiative by the think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. My name is Rosie Ellison. I'm the local interview host of the Netherlands and the UK, and our guest today is Raoul Fokké, founder of travel design agency The Act of Travel, an agency that specializes in curating and creating bespoke travel experiences. Raoul has also created the digital branding agency, Fokké Agency. Very excited to have you with us today, Raoul. How are you?
Thank you, Rosie, for that nice introduction. I'm very good. Like I said earlier, it's Monday, so ready to go.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit more about, first let's start with Act of Travel. What do you do as a business?
Yeah, so I founded Act of Travel. Actually, we're quite a young business. We started in 2019 only in March. I transitioned from a corporate job to opening up, sort of taking a leap of faith and opening up this agency. What we do is really, we're focused on individual leisure trips, mostly in the high-end segment. And we just really help clients that don't have the time to sort of curate and plan their own trips. We help them out. So most of our clients are either like entrepreneurs that are just doing well and are too busy. And we also have a group of athletes, professional athletes that we help out because again, these guys train all day, don't have time to plan. So that is sort of where we come in. And we are really, our niche is really focusing more on the modern day traveler that appreciates architecture, design, and that really wants to stay away from, the crowds. So yeah, that is what we do with a travel agency. We all work remotely, so we're really on more again, we're really trying to stay away from the sort of traditional travel agencies. Whereas we work remote, our clients, they WhatsApp us. That's sort of the way that we communicate. And then with the branding agency, actually founded it during this whole period. This is quite new. We launched it officially back in May this year, where we're just helping out small entrepreneurs to help them out sort of make the transition into this digital era, because obviously this time that we're in really made the importance of being present in that digital space even more so important than it already was. So that is what we do.
Great. Wow. So it sounds like you've got a lot going on. You're juggling many different things, 2 companies there. And obviously the travel industry is one that has been probably the most affected by the COVID pandemic. So were you able to stimulate your business in any way at the start of this pandemic, or was this movement into digital branding just a way for you to continue?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. We initially, when this pandemic sort of started, we already saw it coming like back in December and January, right? Because it started off in Asia, we had people traveling there, and we already noticed, we really saw the restrictions that were already posted upon that area. So, but obviously we never expected it to sort of fly over to the extent to the entire world. So I think in February, it was pretty clear to us where this was going. And yeah, we just really started helping out our clients initially just to get their money back. That was sort of our first, focus. And then at some point we were just out of work. Like you can only do so much cancellations and only so much sort of marketing and strategizing, that we actually started just thinking, we're just reaching out to our clients. Our aim has always been to sort of stay in touch with them and just to add value. So we just literally, we were the 3 of us, and each of us have their own sort of client portfolio. So we would be just periodically just give them a call, send them a WhatsApp just to see how they're doing. And a lot of them, like I said, are entrepreneurs. So we would just ask them, if there's anything that we can help with. We're all, again, young people and just sort of willing to sort of assist. And that was just sort of our way just to stay in touch with them, just to make sure they remember us, you know, whenever they were ready to travel again. And actually from that, the agency grew. It was a super interesting transition that, you know, one of us was helping with social media, the other was helping with setting up an e-commerce store. And we're like, guys, we should actually just do something with this, you know? So that's at that point, we just, in May, we started this agency officially. And actually till today, we're having clients where we're really helping them out accordingly. But when it comes to travel specifically, in the beginning, you know, the Netherlands started opening up. So we obviously weren't too familiar with the Dutch little gems because we're so focused on actually outside of Europe, even that's where most of our trips were. So we had to, in a very like small amount of time, we needed to just sort of check out tons of hotels and private accommodations because we again wanted to continue to be in touch with our clients and sort of deliver them content that's relevant for them. So we started this bi-weekly digest where we called it Local Edit by Act of Travel, where we would highlight 5 private or hotel properties that we found suitable for them to stay. So that is sort of what we did in the beginning. Then Europe started opening up and spring and summer kicked in. And actually, that was a super busy time for travel because everyone's sort of ready to go. No one really knew how it worked, you know. So that was obviously really good for us. So we had a super busy summer, but then it went back, back down again. And we're still sort of in that realm. We're seeing a lot of good business coming for the December month for the holiday period. It's super limited. You know, so we can literally only have like 4 countries that we're working with at the moment. So it's just an interesting time to be in, and just to sort of the conversations that we have with our clients are so different from what we're used to. But it's at the same time, you know, it's also just a bit exciting, if you will, because we are seeing a lot of opportunities like this agency that we started, and it's actually going pretty well. And also, even on the travel side, we're really thinking about concepts that are still sort of relevant because, you know, we're really made to sort of move around and to explore. And we really believe that, especially now in December, which is usually the month of reflection and the month of, hey, where are we headed? And with this pandemic, it sort of puts an additional element or layer to that self-reflection. So we figured to build a local travel concept around it. So that's like another opportunity, you know, that we're working on at the moment. And we're launching that soon. So we're really excited about that because we're actually sort of try to listen to our clients to see what they're doing, how they're traveling at the moment, and we're building around it. And also we're thinking about stuff like workations. We literally have 6 of our clients, 2 in Portugal, the rest is in Italy, and they're just like traveling around, go from hotel to hotel. They left 3 months ago with the intention to go for 2 weeks. It's super new, but I think in this day and age where everyone is working remotely anyway, and wanting to be sort of having a change of scenery, this concept of a workation becomes even more interesting. So again, you know, it's a new inspiration for us to sort of build on. So that's how we're moving in these times.
Fantastic. That's really interesting to hear how you listen to your clients and were able to diversify your business in order to suit their changing needs in this period. But I wonder, obviously, you started this new agency, Fokké Agency, when your work with the travel industry was down a little bit, and now that's come back up and the agency is doing well. How are you managing this sudden growth and diversification with your team?
I still, that's one thing I'm still figuring out, to be honest, because I worked till 2 a.m. yesterday, just to give you an idea. So it's just, it's extremely busy, and it's also at the same time we're like setting up a lot of things. So I'm not, we're just working. We're making long days at the moment, which is hopefully not going to be, you know, a continuing trend. But yeah, that's how we are coping at the moment. And I mean, it's just, I haven't thought about even, to be honest, I haven't even thought about like the future, because again, it's, what if travel goes down again? We're not sure what travel is going to do, really. We have an idea, of course, you know, how it's going to move ahead. But yeah, we're really, I think what really makes us happy as a business is that we can create stuff, you know. Initially we created trips and travel, and now we can create other things that are sort of value for people. So that's just sort of in essence what we love to do.
Great, yeah. And I'm sure when everything calms down a bit, hopefully you'll be able to have your own holiday and and to be able to create your own relaxation like you do for your clients. Well, it's been really interesting hearing how you've diversified your business, but I'm sure as with any small business, there are some things that you need help with. So if you could name 3 things that in the current climate you and your 2 businesses really need a hand with, what would they be?
Yeah, I thought about that, and it's, I think one thing that, something that I realized that I really need in this period, because we're having, well, especially me as sort of the founder, I have so many ideas, and also the team, we have so many ideas, you know, all together, and it's so difficult sometimes to filter them. And so I think I realized this last week that I actually need some sort of mentor or someone that is sort of outside of my network that I can bounce ideas off, talk with, and that has, you know, that experience of being an entrepreneur in this, like, yeah, so that's actually sort of the main thing that really came to mind. Other than that, I think the obvious sort of I think for the new that is something we definitely need. I think that I cannot really come up with a third one. Sorry, those are like the 2 main things I'm dealing with at the moment.
No problem. That's plenty enough. So thank you very much, Raoul, for your insights today. It's been really interesting, like I said, to learn about the way that you have diversified your business. And if anybody has any questions, I'll put some links below as to how you can get in contact with Raoul and learn some more about his businesses. So please like this video and subscribe to the AlterContacts YouTube channel, because in the coming weeks, we're going to have many more small business owners sharing their insights with you. Raoul, thank you very much. Do you have any final words for anybody watching?
Make this year count. We have 1 more month to go, so don't let it go to waste. That's all I have to say.
Brilliant, great message. Thank you very much, Raoul.
Thank you.